Hello everyone, welcome back with another Everton transfer rumours video. This is the fifth one, once again like last episode. This consists of transfer rumours, an update on previous transfer rumours that I've spoke about, and outgoing transfers, and we've actually got quite a few to talk about today, so I'll just get straight into the video. So our first transfer rumour is Jasper Cillessen. He's 31 years of age. I believe he was on loan to Valencia from Barcelona, but I might have that wrong. He might play for Valencia. So last season he made 38 appearances, got 10 clean sheets, conceded 42 goals, which means that he conceded a goal every 81 minutes. Where Pickford, and these stats do include like cup games and such. So Pickford made 50 appearances, got 15 clean sheets, conceded 60 goals, which is a goal every 70 minutes. I'd say Jasper Cillessen, he'd be a decent signing. You know, he's 31, he's still got a few years left. He has been playing at like a top level in Spain, and if we can get him for the right price, he would give Pickford a good run for his money. So our next player is Rulli. He's 28 years of age. He's another goalkeeper. Last season he played 28 games, got 11 clean sheets, conceded 27 goals, which he conceded a goal every 83 minutes. Where obviously the same stats as Pickford, he conceded a goal every 70 minutes. So both goalkeepers conceded less goals than like Pickford per like so many minutes. Like, so realistically, these should be better than Pickford. And if I was to choose what one Everton would sign, I prefer Rulli, because once he's younger, he's 28, he's younger than Cillessen, he'd be at the club longer. I just feel like he's just a better goalkeeper, so he would be able to push Pickford out of the way to be the main number one, or he'd be able to push Pickford on to be a better goalkeeper. So we'll get into our next one, and it is Traore from Lyon. He's a winger, he's 24, he made 12 appearances last season, he scored 3 goals, got no assists. He had 1.8 shots per game, 2.2 dribbles per game, 0.8 key passes, 20.8 average passes, and a strong attribute to his passing and dribbling. I've compared him to Bernard just because Traore hasn't played any like a high amount of games, and I just feel comparing him to Bernard, would be able to like sort of gauge what sort of player he is. He scored the same amount of goals as Bernard, got less assists, he took more shots, took more dribbles, he had 0.1 less key passes, and he had a lot more average passes than Bernard. Bernard only had 12. So realistically, in the short amount of games he played, he was constantly dribbling with the ball, having a lot of shots. Because when we see Bernard play, he gets into a position where he could just have a shot and curl it, but he doesn't. He prefers to pass it, where it looks like Traore would happily have the shot. And with the less games he's played, he's managed to score the same amount of goals as Bernard. So I wouldn't personally want Traore. I feel like we could go for someone better. But if that's what Everton wants, they will sign him if they want him. So it would be exciting to watch, but I just feel like personally that we could go for a better player. So we're gonna move on. So this is an update on the previous transfers that we spoke about. So James Rodriguez, he was spotted yesterday at Finch Farm to undergo his medical. As you can see in the picture on the left, that's a Everton representative going out to meet him. And you can tell by the t-shirt, it's like a red top with a picture. That's literally a t-shirt he put on his Instagram that he was wearing a couple of days ago. So it's definitely him. It's no doubt about it not being him. So apparently he done his medical yesterday. So fingers crossed he will be announced later today. And the next player is Allan. There are a few pictures there of him being spotted on Merseyside. The first one is when, I believe, when he got off the plane, and that second one is literally like an hour ago. He was spotted leaving his hotel to go to Finch Farm. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he done his medical yesterday, or he's going to do it now, and he'll be announced with Rodriguez. I think that would be the best outcome. A little double signing of two of the main players who are going to be featuring in the squad next season. And then another update is Doucoure and Romero. Doucoure he's apparently on Merseyside to undergo his medical, and hopefully he'll be announced with Allan and Rodriguez in a little triple signing. Yeah, so apparently Everton and Watford agreed to the deal. I think the region was about 25 million. Yeah, so it's getting exciting now to be an Everton fan with all the good signings that we should be making. And then we're also apparently still very interested in Romero. Everton are still going to try and get the deal over the line, but Leeds and West Ham are both interested in the player. And I think that Everton want him on loan, where United want him off the books completely. I think that's where Leeds and West Ham are willing to pay. But I won't be too frustrated if we don't get Romero, since we're linked with Cillessen and Rulli, and we've been linked with Ben Foster in the past. So there's goalkeepers that we're still linked with that we could get instead of getting Romero. So the last part of the video is just outgoing transfers. So Theo Walcott, he weren't really a big part of the team last season. He played 26 goals, but he only got 2 goals, 3 assists. He didn't make that many dribbles, didn't make that many key passes. His average passing is just meh. Everton have said that they're happy to let the player go out this transfer window. And apparently I saw something that we've offered them to Southampton for the region of about 6 million. I do think it's time for Everton to get rid of Theo Walcott. He joined us when Sam Allardyce was in charge. He's had his good fair share of games at Goodison Park, and he hasn't really impressed. There's been bits and pieces that he's done on the ball which you just think if he could do that more often, he'd still be a really good player, but he just isn't the player that he used to be at Arsenal, which is quite a shame. So I do think it's the best bet for Everton to move on Theo Walcott. And another player who has, once again, I've spoke about before, outgoing transfers, Tom Davies. As I said in a video not too long ago, he is being linked with a Newcastle move for 12 mil, but that was quite a while ago. And more recently, it's come out that Watford would like Tom Davies on loan. It will be a season-long loan, then with the option to buy. Personally, I think that this is the best thing to do, is to loan him out to a club in the Championship. It's a rough league. It will roughen the lad up. It will get him stronger. It will make him into a better player. And then obviously, if he does really well, he can come back to Everton. If not, Watford have the option to buy him. So I just think that's probably the best bet for Tom Davies' career moving forward. So our next one is just a list of players that I've seen Everton won't be too bothered if they get rid of. So it's obviously Gylfi Sigurdsson. Once again, he's been linked with DC United in the MLS. Fabian Delph. I saw something that he was linked with Leeds not long ago. Bernard. Apparently Bernard has a few teams in different countries that are interested in him. And Mohamed Besic, he's the same. He was in one of my previous videos. He's got teams in Spain, Turkey, Italy, and Germany that are interested in him. Sandro Ramirez, I just feel like he'll probably end up going back to Spain. And Yannick Bolasie, I'd be a bit disappointed if we got rid of Yannick, because I just feel like he's got more to offer. Like I don't know what it is. I don't want us to quite get rid of him just yet, because I just feel he has more to show at the club. He's got more to offer. So if we get rid of him, I will be a bit disappointed. But then again, if we bring in, you know, like a name that is like on the level as Allan, Rodriguez and that, I won't be too bothered if we bring one of them in as a winger. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, please like. If you enjoyed a good few videos that I've been putting up, subscribe to the channels so you don't miss future videos. And if I missed any players that we're going to sign, if I missed any players that could potentially be leaving, if I've missed anything else on the players that are going to Finch Farm, like Rodriguez, Allan, comment down below. I do read all the comments, and if you just want me to make a different type of video, just of course just comment that down below as well, and I'll try and do that. But thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.